Hello students, welcome you to this session. Last class we studied how to find rank, right? There are two methods. One method using determinant, that I think you find it very easy, right? You would have done all the sums. And another method is matrix inversion method, right? How to change into echelon form. Today's topic is very simple one related to the first exercise. What's the first exercise? Fully it is based on cofactor, right? And what we studied there, how to find inverse of a matrix. So just we recall some of the results what you studied in the first exercise. So that only the third exercise we are going to use. What's the formula for A inverse? 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. How can you find adjoint A? You find all the cofactors. How can you find cofactors? If it is 3 by 3, you put plus minus like that, you leave the row and column, write the values, write it as a matrix called cofactor matrix, take transpose, you will get what? Adjoint A. But if it is a 2 by 2, you can do very easily, right? Principal diagonal interchange, other two elements you change the sign. Like that you can find adjoint, then A inverse 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Then some of the properties you studied, right? A inverse into A. What's the answer? If you multiply a matrix by its inverse, the answer is what? I. A inverse into A is I. A into A inverse is also I. But A into I, what is A into I? It is A, right? Because I is the identity matrix. A into I, it is what? A. So all these you studied last class. Now, today's class we are going to study how to solve a system of linear equations. It is not a new thing for you. In 10th standard you did that, right? If two equations are given in X and Y, you know how to solve it. What methods you studied there? You studied actually 3 methods, right? Even 4 in the lower classes. Graphical method also you studied. So you know you can solve it using substitution method, elimination method, then method of cross multiplication, right? But here we are going to that method, we cannot use it here because we are studying applications of matrices and determinants. So we can use matrix, determinant and how to solve. Here also we are going to study a number of ways to solve a system of equation. Today I am going to teach one method that is matrix inversion method. Okay, so you can solve a system of equation using matrix inversion method. In the name itself it is given, right? Matrix inversion. So you know how to find inverse of the matrix, using that only we are going to do. So it will be a very, very easy topic. Okay, so now listen here. Suppose Ax equal to B. Ax is equal to B. Solving means find the unknown. What's unknown here? X. X is the unknown. How can you find X from here? If you want to find X, this A must get cancelled, right? So what you have to do? You multiply by A inverse. Pre-multiply by A inverse. So you will get A inverse into X. Sorry, A inverse into Ax. Ax is given. You pre-multiply by A inverse is equal to A inverse into B, right? What is A inverse into A? It is I. So I into X is equal to A inverse into B. So X is equal to I into X is what? X. X is equal to A inverse into B. So from here directly you can write this one. But you know A inverse into B and B into A inverse are not same. They are not same. You know, matrix multiplication is not commutative in general. Okay, so the order is important. If you want to find X, A must get cancelled. So pre-multiply by A inverse. So here also pre-multiply. So that is your answer is A inverse into B. Okay, so like this you can do. See another one. What is given here? XP is equal to Q. XP is equal to Q. Directly you can say now because you know the method now. I want to find X. If I want to find X, P must get cancelled. P must get cancelled. So you multiply by P inverse. Post multiply, right? So X is equal to post multiply by P inverse. So Q into P inverse. Okay, so like that also you can, but this is the correct method. Okay, so try to understand this. Okay, listen here. Solution of a system of linear equations by matrix inversion method. I already said there are different methods. So if the system is given, solved, you read the question very carefully, which method they asked. So that is very important. Even the last class we studied inverse, right? You know how to find inverse. But the last class, Gauss-Jordan method, that method you have to use. If the method is specified, you have to use only that method. So matrix inversion method. So listen here, they give a system of equation. I am going to teach 3 by 3. So x, y, z are 3 variables. There are 3 equations they give. First equation is a1x plus b1 plus y plus c1z equal to d1. Second equation a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2. And the third equation a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to d3. So these are the 3 equations. You check whether they are given in the correct form. What do you mean by correct form? X first, x, y, then z. Right side you have constants. It is in the correct form. If it is not in the correct form, you have to arrange it. Okay? X, y, z and constant in the right side. It is the correct form. Now, this can be written as a matrix equation. You can write this as a matrix equation. What is matrix equation, you know? What is matrix equation? You write like this. You write the coefficients first. What are the coefficients of x, y, z? A1, B1, C1, right? So that you write it as first row, A1, B1, C1. Second you write second ones, A2, B2, C2. You write here, A2, B2, C2. And the third one coefficients A3, B3, C3. So that is A. Then X, the unknowns. What are the unknowns here? There are 3 unknowns, x, y, z. That you write it as the second matrix, column matrix, x, y, z, equal to the right side values. What are the right side values? D1, D2, D3. That you write here, D1, D2, D3. So this equation, we call it as what? Matrix equation. So a system of equations given, check whether it is given in the correct form. It is given in the correct form. Then you write the matrix equation. A, x equal to b. We take it as what? Ax equal to b. This is A. A is the coefficient matrix. What is the coefficient matrix? You write the coefficients of x, y, z and form a matrix. That is called coefficient matrix. That is our A. Unknowns, x, y, z. That is x. And the right side values, that is what? B. So Ax equal to b. Already you know, if Ax equal to b, then what is x? What is x? How can you find x? A inverse into b. Okay. So this is a method. That's all. So a math system is given. We are going to identify A, x, b, and this is the formula that you use. X is equal to A inverse into b. B you know, right side values. So only thing you have to find what? A inverse. Then you multiply that too. Okay. So that's all the theory part here. So now we go for exercise 1.3. So for this exercise, this is the only one result you remember. Okay, how to solve the equation using matrix inversion method. And for that, if the equation is Ax equal to b, then x is equal to A inverse into b. That's the only thing. So it's a very simple thing. Let us see few sums. See the first question. Solved by matrix inversion method. Method they specified here, right? Solved by matrix inversion method. First we take a very simple one with x and y alone. So you can understand very easily. First equation is 2x plus 5y is equal to minus 2. And the second equation is x plus 2y is equal to minus 3. So 2 equations given. Are they in the correct form? You check it. Yes, x, y, right side you have constant. So it is given in the correct form. So what is the first you write? You write the matrix equation. What is matrix equation? Ax equal to b. Ax equal. What is A here? Coefficient matrix. Write down the coefficients. X, coefficient, y. First equation 2, 5. Right? 2, 5. Then you write 1, 2. If a sign is minus, you put minus. If a term is missing, you put 0 there. Okay. So A, then x. X means the unknowns. What are the unknowns here? Only x and y. X and y are the unknowns. Write it as a column matrix. You write x, y equal to the right side values. What are the right side values here? Minus 2, minus 3. That you write here. So this is A, this is x, and this is what? B. Okay. Now Ax equal to b. Now we want to find what? X. Ax is equal to b. Then what is x? A inverse into b. Okay. So what are the things you need? This is A value, x value, and b value. Matrix use capital letter. That is why A, x, b are capital letter. We want this is a formula. X is equal to A inverse into B. B, you know, B is minus 2, minus 3, right? So only thing what we want is A inverse. Very simple, A is given, so A inverse. So first you find what? Determinant A. I think that part you know how to find determinant of A. It is not equal to 0. Then you write adjoint. Adjoint, you know, what do you do? Principal diagonal interchange. Here 2 and 2. So interchange, no change, right? Other two elements change the sign. 5, minus 5, and 1 you put minus 1, you are getting adjoint A. Then A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A. Here you got determinant A minus 1. So 1 by minus 1 into adjoint A. 1 by minus 1 is what? Minus 1. By that minus 1, you multiply the term is inside. So change the sign, you will get this. Then equation number 1. What is equation number 1? X equal to A inverse into B. X is equal to, this is A inverse and this is what? B. Multiplication, you know, row by column. First row, first column, right? So minus 2, 5, minus 2, 5, 1, minus 2. This is A inverse into B. What is B here? Minus 2, minus 3. Matrix multiplication, see again. First row, first column. First row, first column. Minus into minus plus. Multiply these two, multiply these two. First row, first column. So 4 minus 15, right? Minus 15. First row, first column. First row, second column, if it is there, we write here. But here that's all. Now come to the second row. So right here, below that. Second row, first column. 1 into minus 2. Minus 2, minus into minus plus, 2 3s are 6. So what you are getting here? Minus 11. 6 minus 2 is 4. Left side we are written capital X, right? And capital X means what? XY. So you are getting XY is equal to minus 11, 4. The two matrices are equal. When can you say two matrices are equal? Corresponding elements are equal. So you are getting X is equal to minus 11 and Y is equal to 4. This is how we have to do this. Very simple thing. So just multiply the matrix multiplication part. You do carefully. So you have to practice more questions. Okay. So you are getting X is equal to minus 11 and Y is equal to 4. And that is the solution. So it is a 2 by 2. So you can do very easily. Now you see another question in 3 variables, X, Y and Z. The first equation written here, 2x plus 3y minus z equal to 9. Is it in the correct form? Yes, it is the correct form. What are the coefficients? You write 2, 3 and minus 1. 2, 3 and minus 1. First equation. Second equation, x plus y plus z equal to 9. Correct form only, right? If it is not in the correct form, you write in the correct form. And the third one is 3x minus y. 3x minus y minus z equal to minus 1. Okay, so these are the 3 equations. Same method but little lengthy one, right? Because finding cofactors, it will take some time. Okay, those who practice, you can do very easily. So it is in the correct form. So you take the whole system as what? Ax equal to b. Can you tell me what is a here? Coefficients you write, right? What are the coefficients? 2, 3, minus 1. Sometimes they may change the order. You have to be very careful. X, they may give z here, y here. So do very carefully. Okay, check the question. So 2, 3, minus 1. 1, 1, 1, right? 1, 1, 1. Then third, 3, minus 1, minus 1. This is A. X is the unknowns. What are the unknowns here? X, Y, Z. Previous question only X and Y, right? But here X, Y, Z. If it is ABC, you write ABC. Write it as a column matrix. Here X, Y, Z. Equal to the right side values. What are the right side values? 9, 9, minus 1. So this is AX equal to B. This is A. This is capital X. And this is capital B. You know the formula. We want to find X. X is equal to, what's the formula? X is equal to A inverse into B. A inverse into B. This is what you need. B already know. This is B. So only thing you need what? A inverse. So what's the formula for A inverse? 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So first you find what? Determinant A. So write it as a determinant and expand it. Here you are getting, it is what? 16. You write the steps. Okay, I can write here. You expand and see you are getting 16. Then you have to find all the cofactors. We studied in detail in the first class, right? So you can find all the cofactors, form a cofactor matrix, then take transpose of that. After that only you are going to get this one. Don't directly, you cannot write it. Okay, you have to find all the cofactors, cofactor matrix. Then you take transpose, you will get adjoint A. Then A inverse, the formula for A inverse is 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Determinant A 16, you got it. Adjoint A value, you got it. So you can't divide anything, just leave it. But this is A inverse. We want find X. X is equal to A inverse into B. X is equal to A inverse into B. So you are getting 1 by 16 into 32, 48 and what? 64. Every element you can divide by 16 table, you can divide it. So if you divide by 16 table, you will get 2, 3, 4. You are getting the values as what? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Left side, instead of capital X, you write the value. Capital X is X, Y, Z, right? Don't stop here. We have to find the solution. Last step you write X value, Y value and Z value. X is equal to 2, Y equal to 3 and Z equal to 4. Okay. If you want, you can verify. How can you verify? You put these values to given equation, it will satisfy. Okay, like that you can verify. So, but do it very carefully. But main thing is, listen, here outside you have what? 1 by 16, right? 1 by 16 into something. Here you have 32, 48 and 64. Okay. 32 by 16. Okay. 48 by 16. Okay. Here you actually are getting what? 64. Suppose in the calculation you got some 65. Then you know, right? Maybe some mistake because this get cancelled, this get cancelled. Here is not cancelling, right? So what do you do? We don't know where we made mistake, right? Such a big question. So we have to check one by one. Most probably in the cofactors we check again. It will take a lot of time. So, okay. So practice more question, right? So easy one, but without practice you cannot do that. Okay. So practice one so that you are not making it. See that you are not making any mistake. So 3 by 3. So simple concept. Ax equal to b. Then x is equal to A inverse into B. Now listen to this question. Little bit different one, but just try to understand. And one thing I taught last class, AB is equal to I. AB is equal to I and BA is also I. Then what can you say? A and B are inverses to each other. A and B are inverses. A's inverse is B and B's inverse is A. Now listen here, 2AB. 2AB means 2 is for A or 2 is for B. You can write in any way, right? You can write 2A into B or you can write A into 2B, right? You can write in any way. Suppose you have A into B is equal to 4I. A into B is equal to 4I. I want I, so we divide by 4, right? So I is equal to 1 by 4 into AB. This you can combine in any way. How? 1 by 4 into A into B, you can write like this. Or this 1 by 4 you can combine with this. You can write it as A into 1 by 4B equal to what? Equal to I. Now please listen here. When you multiply two elements, you are getting I. So I can say inverse of A is B by 4, 1 by 4B. Inverse of A is 1 by 4B. Or inverse of B is 1 by 4A. Last class I said if it is I, if AB is equal to I, A inverse is B and B inverse is A. Suppose AB equal to 4I, then that 4 you bring it down. This can be written as 1 by 4 into B, 1 by 4A into B or A into 1 by 4B. So A's inverse is, because here you have what? I. So A's inverse is 1 by 4B and B's inverse is 1 by 4A. So these concepts we will be using here. Try to understand this. Listen this question. In this question, two matrices given. Read the question carefully. See what is given here. A is equal to -5, 1, 3. First row, and the second row is 7, 1, -5. And the third row is 1, -1, 1. B they have given us, look at that B. What is B given here? 1, 1, 2. Then second one, 3, 2, 1. And the third row is 2, 1, 3. First part, what they asked to prove, find the products AB and BA. Find the products AB and BA. Very simple thing, AB and BA. Some of you may have doubt in finding AB. So a few steps I will help you. Please listen. How can you find AB? What is A? Minus 5, 1, 3, 7, 1, minus 5, 1, minus 1, 1. A into B. B is given 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, right? 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. Listen how to multiply. Already studied. But still, if you have doubt, you can listen. Look here. First row, first column. First row, first column. First row, second column. First row, third column. First row, first column. Minus 5 into 1. Minus 5. 1 into 3. 3. 3 into 2, 6. First row, first column. Minus 5 into 1. 1 into 3. 3 into 2. Now first row, second column. Minus 5 into 1. Minus 5. 1 into 2. 2. 3 into 1. 3. First row, third column. Minus 5 into 2. Minus 10. 1 into 1. 1. 3 into 3. 9. Now come to the second row, right? Second row, first column. 7 into 1. 7. 1 into 3. 3. Minus 5 into 2. Minus 10. Now second row, second column. 7 into 1. 7 into 1. 7. 1 into 2. 2. Minus 5 into 1. Minus 5. Now second row, third column. 7 2s are 14. 1 into 1. 1. Minus 15. Now come to the third row, first column. 1 into 1. 1. Minus 1 into 3. Minus 3. 1 into 2. 2. Third row, second column. 1 into 1. 1. Minus 1 into 2. Minus 2. 1 into 1. 1. Now third row, third column. 1 into 2. 2. Minus 1 into 1. Minus 1. 1 into 3. 3. See what you are getting? 6 plus 3. 9 minus 5. 4. 3 plus 2. 5. 5 minus 5. 0. 9 plus 1. 10 minus 10. 0. 7 plus 3. 10 minus 10. 0. 7 plus 2. 9. 9 minus 5. 4. 14 plus 1. 15 minus 15. 0. 2 plus 1. 3. 3 minus 3. 0. 1 plus 1. 2 minus 2. 0. 3 plus 2. 5. 5 minus 1. 4. 4 can be taken out, right? 4 if you take outside. 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. You are getting 4i. You are getting what? 4i. AB they asked to find. This is AB. Then one more thing they asked. Find what? AB and BA. So BA also you can find, reverse the order, right? There also you will get the same answer. Okay, but you have to practice that also. Okay, you are finding AB, you are finding BA, and both the answers are what? 4a. So first part is over. Find the values. It's a 5-mark question. Find AB and BA. And hence solve the equations. There are 3 equations given here, right? What are 3? What's the first equation? X plus y plus 2z equal to 1. X plus y plus 2z equal to 1. What's the second equation given here? 3x plus 2y. 3x plus 2y plus z is equal to 7. Third one, 2x plus y plus 3z equal to 2. So these are the 3 equations. What they asked, using that product, you got AB and BA both equal to 4i. This is what you are getting. Using that they asked to solve this. So what do you do now? Check it is the correct form or not. Yes, it is the correct form. Write it into matrix equation. AX equal to B. What is A here? 1 1 2 3 2 1 2 1 3. X you know x y z, B value you know 1 7 2, right? This is what you are getting. Now so this is A, you can this is same as what? 1 1 2 3 2 1 1 2 3. See, these are the 2 matrices. We have to use it. 1 1 2. Yes, it is here. It is same as what? B. So take this as B. This is X equal to some C you write. Because this matrix is same as what they have given. Normally we take the first as what? A. But here this is same as what? B. What is given in the question. So we want find x is equal to B must get cancelled. So pre-multiply by what? B inverse. So B inverse into C. X is equal to B inverse into C. C, you know, this is C. B inverse we need. B inverse, no need find B inverse now. Listen, you can find from here. Already I said no. AB is equal to BA is equal to what? 4I. So AB is equal to BA is equal to 4I. If you divide by 4, AB equal to BA equal to 4I. Divide by 4, 1 by 4 AB equal to 1 by 4 BA equal to I. You can group like this. It is I. So what is A's inverse? 1 by 4B. What is B's inverse? 1 by 4A. What we want? We want B inverse. So what is B's inverse? 1 by 4A. So just to put this value here. So x is, so no need find inverse at all. No need find the cofactors, anything. So x is equal to B inverse. Instead of B inverse, you write 1 by 4 into A into what? C. So that is x is equal to 1 by 4 into A. What is A in the question? This is A, you write. So A into C. What is C value here? Well, this is C, right? 172. Now only these two matrices you multiply, outside you put 1 by 4. I'll explain the whole thing again. Just try to understand, then we'll see the answer, what answer you are getting. Okay. Listen here, two matrices given here. The question you can see, two matrices A and B. They asked to find the values of what? Find AB and BA. Find AB and BA. That you find first. You find AB, BA, you got what? 4I. But now, using that, they asked to solve the three equations. Write the equations in correct order. Write the matrix equation. Now you see, normally we take it as AX equal to B. X, okay, you take X itself. But this one is somewhere here, right? So this is same as this equation. So instead of this, use the letter what? B. So BX is equal to C. So X is equal to B inverse into C. Here also, C is, you know, B inverse. So you no need find B inverse separately, because we got AB equal to BA is equal to what? 4I. From here, I want make it as I, then only can identify the inverse, right? So make it as I, dividing by 4. So 1 by 4 AB equal to 1 by 4 BA equal to I. You can combine like this. So you can find both the inverses. A's inverse is 1 by 4B. B's inverse is 1 by 4A. We want B's inverse. So B's inverse is 1 by 4A. That 1 by 4A is substitute. So instead of B inverse, you write what? 1 by 4A into C. So 1 by 4 into A. A is given in the question. A into C. This is C. Row by column. You multiply, then divide everything by 4. You will get the answer. Okay. So see the steps. First, you are finding AB. There they given, here I given only the answer I am going to give. But already explained how to find that AB, right? Then after finding AB, you find what? BA, right? BA, I didn't work it out, that you can write the same answer you are getting 4I3. AB and BA. Now, the three equations, first equation, second and third. These are the three equations. Write it in the matrix equation. Matrix equation. What is matrix equation? AX equal to B. But here you can see this is B, right? I explained already. This is B. So BX equal to C. What's the formula for X? X is equal to B inverse into C. C, you know, this is C. 172. But B inverse we want. To find B inverse, you start from first what we proved. AB equal to BA is equal to 4I. So dividing by 4. So we want B inverse, right? So from here you can find B's inverse is what? 1 by 4 into A. Okay, so B's inverse is 1 by 4 into A. So that value you substitute. So this is B inverse. That B inverse you have to substitute here. The first equation you substitute here. So you will get X is equal to 1 by 4 into AC. You know A value and C value. That values you substitute. 1 by 4 into A into C. A into C. Now you know how to multiply, right? First row, first column, right? Like that you can multiply. You are getting these values. Everything is divisible by what? 4. Outside you have what? 4. So by that 4 you divide, you will get 2, 1, minus 1. So the final answer is x is equal to 2, y equal to 1 and z equal to minus 1. So okay, this is one of the very important 5-mark question. Now we see few statement sums. So statement sum, just I'll explain how to frame the equation. Very simple thing. Already you did a lot of statement sums in the lower classes. It's a very simple thing only given. Okay. So listen carefully. A man is appointed in a job with a monthly salary of certain amount and a fixed annual increment. A salary and fixed annual increment. For example, salary is 10,000. Okay, 10,000 is a salary. Every year they are giving increment, for example, 1,000 rupees. So after 1 year completed, what will be his salary? After the first month, he will be getting that 10,000 plus increment 1,000. So 11,000 he will be getting. Second year, after end of the second year, that is the third year beginning, how much he will get? That first 10,000. First year increment, second year increment, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, right? So 1,000 plus 2,000. So like that you can find out everything, right? So here you read the question fully carefully. A man is appointed in a job with a monthly salary of a certain amount. So we don't know what is his monthly salary. And a fixed amount of annual increment. Then if his salary was 19,800 per month at the end of first month of after 3 years. After 3 years, so 3 times he get the increment, right? We don't know what is his salary. We don't know his increment. That's what they asked at the last. Okay, so I'm taking the salary as X and the increment as what? Y. Salary as X, salary is X and the increment is Y. After 3 years means his salary. After 3 times he will get increment, right? So 3y. In the example what I said, 3 times 1,000, so 3,000, right? And what his salary? 19,800. So that is one equation. And another thing they given, he is getting 23,400, right? 23,400 when at the end of first month after 9 years of service. 9 years of service, 9 times increment, x plus 9y. That's all the two equations. And what they asked here, find his starting salary. We are taking the starting salary as what? X. And his annual increment. Annual increment you take it as what? Y. So introduce the letters. So X and Y. X represent what? Y represent what you got. After getting the two equations. So these are the two equations you are getting, right? After getting but the numbers are a little bigger one, right? But you no problem. When you solve the 100, that 100 can be taken out. Okay, if it is divisible, if it is 200 is common, you can take it out and you can do the calculation. Okay. All these statement sums are 5-mark questions. So after getting the two equations, we have to solve it. So you can solve in any method, but here they specified, right? Use matrix inversion method. If they specify, you have to use only that method, okay? So if two equations are given, you know how to solve it. What do you do? So these are the two equations. We check whether they are in the correct form. Yes, they are in the correct form. Write the matrix equation AX equal to B. AX equal to B. Then what's the formula for X? X is equal to A inverse into B, right? X is equal to A inverse into B. You can find A, this is our A, right? You can find 2 by 2 only, no? So easily you can find A inverse. So determined A, find out, you are getting 6 which is not equal to 0. Then adjoint A, find out, then A inverse is equal to 1 by determined A, 1 by 6 into adjoint A. Adjoint A, how we are getting? You know, principal diagonal interchange, other two elements will change the sign. So this is A inverse. Substitute here. Because we want to find X. X is equal to A inverse into B. Substitute. But see this one, very big number, right? If something is common, you take it out. You cannot divide it. You can't leave it, right? Last two zeros are there, right? Last two zeros. So 100 can be taken out. It becomes 198, 234. Still 6 is common. So better you take 600 from here outside. If you take 600 outside, already here 1 by 6, no? If you take 600 outside, it becomes 600 by 6. Okay? It becomes 600 by 6. We are taking out 600 from this. So it depends on the question. If something is common, you can take it out. So it becomes 600 by 6. So now it becomes little smaller numbers, right? Even 3 is again common, right? If you want, you can take that also. It's okay. Now we expand it. And 600 and 6 you cancel, you are getting 100. Now again row by column method. You do that. 300 into 60 and 2, so multiply everything, x value and y value you are getting. Don't leave that x and y. You know x represent what and y represent everything you write, and the unit also write. Starting salary is x, so starting salary is rupees 18,000, x value, right? And increment, right? Annual increment, that is y, and y is 600. Okay, so like this. Statement sums, the beginning, the first part you have to be very careful, because when you frame the equation, if you make some mistake, totally it is wrong. So be very careful in framing the equation. Once you frame the equation, only thing you see which method they specified. If they specify some method, you use that method. Okay. So now we go for next statement sum. Listen. This is work sum. Just I want to tell you before doing this sum. Listen here. Suppose a piece of work. You can finish the work in 2 days. You can finish the work in 2 days. Then in 1 day, how much you would have finished? In 1 day, you would have finished 1/2 of the work, right? Half the work you would have finished. The whole work you can finish in 2 days. Then in 1 day, you can finish half the work. Suppose you can finish the work in 5 days. In 1 day, how much you can finish? 1/5 of the work you can finish, right? You can finish the whole work in 5 days. That means in 1 day, you would have finished 1/5 of the work. Okay, so that is just reverse also. In 1 day, you can finish 1/5 of the work. How many days you need? You need 5 days. Okay, reciprocal of this. In 1 day, you can finish half the work. Then how many days you need to finish the full work? 2/1. 2 days you need. Okay, so this is very simple thing. Read that question carefully, read it and try to understand what is given here. 4 men and 4 women can finish the piece of work jointly in 3 days. 4 men and 4 women. 4 men, 4 women, they can finish the work in 3 days. And one more thing they given. What's given next? Jointly in 3 days. While 2 men and 5 women. 2 men and 5 women can finish it in how many days? 4 days, they said. 4 days. Finish it in 4 days. What they asked? Find the time taken by one man alone and that one woman alone to finish the same work. Using the method is important, that also they specified. Okay, so sometimes same question in the examination they ask, here the method they may change. Don't think by starting the question, you know the book sum is like that. So read the question carefully, they can make changes. Okay, so be very careful, read the question fully. Okay, matrix inversion method. Listen, how to frame the equation. Don't simply write 4x plus 4y equal to 3. In the lower class, you do like that, okay? Don't do like that, you do very careful. So first we introduce x and y. So how many days they can finish individually, right? How many days A can finish the full work? A man can finish how many days the full work? Or a woman alone can, if she works, how many days she want to finish? We take it as x and y. Let one man can finish the work in x days and one woman can finish the work in y days. One man can finish the work in x days and one woman can finish the work in y days. Now please listen here. One man can finish the work in x days. So what is his 1 day's work? 1/x. Women's 1 day's work? 1/y. Because a woman can finish the work in y days, so her 1 day's work will be 1/y. Now 4 men, 1 man's work is 1/x, 4 men, so the total work will be 4 into 1/x. 4 women. So if they do jointly, they do in 1 day. They need 3 days to finish the work. They need 3 days to finish the work. So in 1 day, they can finish 1/3 of the work. So a man can finish the work in 4 days, in x days. We assume he need x days. So a man's 1 day's work is 1/x. 4 men you are joining, so 4 into 1/x. Same way 4 women. Together they need 3 days. But if they work 1 day, 1/3 of the work will be over. Same way the second equation you see, a man's 1 day's work is 1/x. Now there are 2 men, so 2 into 1/x, or you say 2/x. And 5 women, so 5 into 1/y, 5 into 1/y. Together they need 4 days, but if they work 1 day like this, they can finish 1/4 of the work. Now you know how to solve it. 1/x, you take it as a, right? Actually this is 4/x. 4/x, for you to understand I written like this, 4/x plus 4/y equal to 1 by 3, and this is 2 by x plus 5 by y, 5 by y equal to 1 by 4. When you have x and y in the denominator, what we do normally, we take 1 by x as a and 1 by y as what? B. So first equation is 4a plus 4b, because 4 into 1 by x. 1 by x is a. 4a plus 4b equal to 1 by 3. We multiply every term by 3. You multiply every, because fraction, no? To avoid that, or we cross multiply. So 12a plus 12b equal to 1. That is the first equation. And the second one is 2a plus 5b equal to 1 by 4. Here also we have fractions, so multiply by 4. 4 2s are 8a plus 20b, right? 5 4s are 20. 20b is equal to 1. So these are the two equations. Now you know how to solve it, right? But the method they specified, you use only matrix inversion method. Using matrix inversion method, you solve it. You can find the values of a and b, because here the unknowns are what? A and b. After finding a and b, you take reciprocal, because the substitution what we are giving, 1 by x is a and 1 by y is equal to b. So once you know a and b, if you take reciprocal, you will get x by 1. You will get x value and y value, and that is the answer. That's what they asked to find, that x and y. So one man can finish the work in x days, one woman can finish the work in y days, and these are the equations you are getting. Okay, check the steps again. So that's the first equation. Second equation, if you first equation multiply by what? 3. Second equation multiply by 4. So if you multiply, you will be getting the two equations like this. Then which can be solved? But matrix inversion method. But here the unknowns are not x and y, the unknowns are what? A and b. So that a, b right here. Then the same method, when you solve, you are getting a equal to 1 by 18 and b equal to what? 1 by 36. Don't stop there, that is it. We want x and y. So take reciprocals here, right? So x equal to 1 by 18, reciprocal 18. 1 by 36 reciprocal is what? 36. But write the conclusion. A man and woman alone can do the work in 18 days and 36 days respectively. And we see one more question. Look at the next question. Question looks little lengthy one. So listen, read very carefully. And you can make a table while reading itself, because sometimes they change the order and all, right? The lower class you would have studied, right? 5 pen, 3 pencil, 4 eraser. Next they change the, sometimes they change the order. Pen, pencil, eraser. They may say pencil, pen, eraser. So if you put a box, it will be easy for you, right? Here there are 3 commodities. What are they? A, B and C. The price of the commodities A, B, C are X, Y, Z. Price of 3 commodities A, B, C are X, Y, Z. Last line you read what they asked, find the prices per unit. Prices per unit of A, B, C. So A's price is X, B's price is Y, and C's price is Z. We want to find the values of X, Y, Z at the last, and you see which method they asked to specify it here. Use matrix inversion method. So just we try how to frame the equation. Listen. First what they said here, a person P purchases 4 units of B and sells. So 2 words you can see in this question, purchases, purchase and sells. In one case you put plus, another one you put minus. When you lose money you put minus, when you get money you put purchase. You are going to shop and you purchase something, you will be losing money, right? You will be paying, giving the money. So whenever purchase comes you put minus. Sells, when you sell something you will get money, right? So you are getting money, you will put plus. So just a hint for you, okay? So for purchases you put minus, for sells you put plus. So I'll read very carefully. A person P purchases 4 units of B, 4 units of B. 4 units of B. So here you write 4 units of B, purchases, so you put what? Minus 4. 4 units of B, and sells 2 units of A. Sells 2 units of A. Sells, so sells means it is plus only. 2 units of A. Sells 2 units of A and 5 units of C. 5 units of C. Cells. Both cells, 2 units of A and 5 units of C. So this is the first one. Like that, you read carefully and you fill everything. This is for what? P. And another person they have specified, right? And Q purchases 2 units of C. They change the order. They won't give A, B, C like that. Okay. 2 units of C. That you see. Also you have to see whether purchases are cells. Here they given purchases 2 units of C. Purchases 2 units of C. Purchases, so you put minus 2 units of C. Purchases 2 units of C and sells 3 units of A and 1 unit of B. 1 unit of B and what is given? 1 unit of purchases 2 units of C and sells 3 units of A and 1 unit of B. 3 units of A. And like that, one more another person R also they have given. You read and you can fill it. Now once you write this, equation forming will be very easy. What's the first equation? 2x minus 4y plus 5z equal to the amounts they given at the last, right? So what they given in that process, in the process P, Q and R earn 15,000. And the next one is, so all the 3 values given, no? So first one they said 15,000. Second one is what? Second one they said 1,000 and next 4,000. So the first equation you will be getting 2x minus 4y plus 5z equal to 15,000. Okay. Like that the second one. Second one is 3x plus 1y minus 2z. So plus minus you do very carefully for that you remember this. Okay. And one more equation, 3 equations. Then you can solve. Here also the numbers are little bigger one like previous question what I said, no? So whenever if something is common, you can take it out. Okay. So here for this sum, the hint is this one. So when to put plus and when to put minus. For purchase, when you purchase, you are giving money, right? So you are losing money, so put minus. When you sell, you get some money, so put plus. So like that you remember, so you won't make any mistakes. So from the given data, you are getting 3 equations. This is the first equation. But before writing the equations, I want you to fill it. Just you write separately, some rough column, you do that. Otherwise, you may make mistake because they didn't give in order. So sometimes they say sell first x value, then z value. They change. Okay, then plus minus. Do very carefully. Once you got 3 equations, arrange in order. If it is here, everything is in correct order only. Matrix inversion method. You know the 3 equations. You write ax equal to b, and x is equal to a inverse into b. To find a inverse, first you find determinant a. You are getting 68, which is not equal to 0. Adjoint a, directly I am writing cofactors. When you do, you will get these as cofactor. To take transpose, you will get what? Adjoint a. Then a inverse equal to 1 by determinant a into adjoint a. Then x we want to find, and the formula for x is a inverse into b. A inverse just now we got it, substitute. Into b is the right side values. Okay, what they given? 15,000, 1,000, 400. Here you can see something common. What's common? 1,000. That 1,000 if you want you can take it outside. Okay. So 1,000 by 68. The numbers are very smaller numbers now. And row by column. You do that, you will get these steps. Then by 68 you can divide and see what answers you are getting. You check the calculation part, you check it. Okay. Here should be 68. You do the calculation and check it. And finally you will be getting these are your answers. X equal to 2,000. Y equal to 1,000 and Z equal to 3,000. This calculation part you check it because here 36 68 is here, no, it should be 68. You check it, then only you'll get here 1 as the value. Okay, and do the corrections. Finally, you write the final answer. Price per unit of each commodity that you write. The units also you write.